Hey, this is Dave Hooke with Hooke, and Eckman Realtors and the Dave Hooke team out of South Central Pennsylvania. This is a business building video blog for high producing agents and fast growing teams looking to continue to grow their business. On today's blog, we're going to answer the question, how to secure an appointment with every customer that calls in. Stick around to find out. So, how do you secure an appointment with every customer that calls in? As real estate agents, we get internet inquiries and call-ins week to week and day to day, and it happens all the time. And we know that our first initiative is to try and serve the client or our listing as best we can, and also serve the customer on the other end of the line. But we also know these are all opportunities to get an appointment with a new potential buyer, and we want to capitalize on those opportunities while serving our listing client if that's applicable. Here's a statement that works for us better than just about any other. If an internet inquiry comes in or a call-in comes in, we answer the phone or we call the inquiry back. We usually try and respond in about 5 minutes, and it goes something like this. Hey Jason, this is Dave Hooke with XYZ Real Estate. I see you inquired on 123 Main Street through Zillow or Realtor.com. What questions can I answer for you about that property, and do you have a time that would work for you to preview the home? Asking those questions does two things. First of all, it addresses the reason they inquired. They probably have a question about the property. But number two, it always opens the door that they can preview the property with you. See, when somebody calls in about a property, they typically have a question in mind, and they may not even have been thinking about previewing the property. But immediately in the first breath, in a very joyful tone, you've offered them an opportunity to preview the property. Typically, they'll follow up and ask the question they called about, like, I was just calling to see how long it's been on the market, or is the basement finished, or assuming it's factual information. You can answer their question or say that you're going to bring that property up and just follow right back up with, and great, as I'm bringing it up, is there a good time that would work for you to preview the property? Restating that opens their mind even more, and more often than not, more often than before we did this question, they're going to opt in to that appointment. Now, keep in mind that after they elect to have the appointment, if they're going to be asking opinion-based questions, we still have to do the oral consumer notice and make sure we are explaining agency relationships, and we're always going to need to qualify that prospect. Here's the thing. We're afraid often to set the appointment because we're putting the cart before the horse, but oftentimes the person wants the appointment. Go ahead and give it to them. Then make sure you qualify them well, because you don't want to waste your time or the seller's time or the prospect's time if they're not qualified to buy the home. So go through the typical questions, such as, are you already working with an agent? I don't want to step on anyone's toes. And if they say yes, obviously make sure they get back to their agent so their agent can show them the property. Also, have you looked out for financing and obtained financing yet? You can explore that. And if they haven't obtained financing yet, here's the thing. They've already agreed to giving you a time that they want to preview the home. Just explain to them, let's postpone that preview and let me get you in touch with the local lender who will take good care of you. And we'll use that time wisely so that you can talk to the lender and get pre-approved. More often than not, they've already given you the time that they've set aside, and they'll take that option to talk with the lender. So again, start the conversation with why they called. They probably have a question about the house, and do you have a time to preview the home that would work for you? Asking those two questions in your first breath and getting the appointment and then qualifying the prospect is going to go a long way to helping you get an appointment with every customer that calls in. Hope you found this valuable. If you'd like to mastermind or chat about anything else, reach out in the contact information below. I'd love to follow up and chat with you. Thanks so much for watching my video blog, and we hope to talk to you soon.